Everyone. Just come on to say I didn't go see my grandbaby, my great granddaughter today because doctor was running late and her coming in and seeing me. My appointment was at 11:20. She didn't get back there until 11:30. We discussed my medicine regimen of what I'm going to do. I am going to just tell this therapist, hey, VA Moon, welcome. TD, nice, welcome in. I'm going to just tell this therapist that I want to go back on the 30 milligrams, and that's going to be it. Welcome in, Audra. Welcome, Missy. So, hi, babe. That's what I'm going to do today, next week, probably Monday. So, that way there I can, because the medicine that she had put me on the first, I couldn't take it, and I wasn't going to. I go with the flow. So I'm just, please hit that like and subscribe and leave a comment and notification. Hit the black bell so everybody can, babe, post everybody's links if you don't mind. But, yep, that's what I'm going to do because I was on 30 milligrams of a medication and I'd rather go back on it instead of something that's going to make me drowsy and cranky. And well, I ain't going to say cranky. I'm going to say the real word. As I told the doctor, pissy. Hey, Sherry, welcome in. Thank you. Yeah, I was, but I'm not in the mood to listening to him tonight. All here is meant to be it. So, hopefully they'll get everything. Hopefully this war will end. Get them all ended. Tired of wars going on. So, yeah, they do. Hey, Miss B. Mm, yes, you made it. E-girls or I-ladies. See ya, sucker. So, the mama cat's back there with her, want to say her solid black baby. All right. I probably will be. But I'll see you in a bit, Miss Sherry. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, dear. There's the mama cat. Not sure. She's got two babies, but I'm not sure where they was put at. So she had four, and I don't know where two of them is. I don't know where the other two is. I guess they're roaming the streets. Hi, Roger. Yeah, just laying there. I try to feed them, but they're so mean. They won't let you pet them. So, me and my mom come over and took me to the doctor this morning. And then time I got out, they were getting ready to discharge the baby and the mama, so I didn't get to go over there. Hey, Grizzly, how are you? And I was so mad because I wanted to go see her, but my mom had to go get her tire fixed because she was driving on a donut, and I didn't want it to go flat because it looked like it was going to go flat on me, so. But no, now we had one that come up and it was sleeping in our chair right there. And I walked out here and I could pet it, but I can't pet the rest of them. And that's weird. And I had to put the hummingbird feeder back over here last night. And this morning I wake up to find one of my flower pots, little flower pot broke all the way down there. And all the seeds are down there on the ground. These just keep growing. So what I'm going to do here after a while, is I'm going to put these over here on this side. Hi, Mayor's daughter. Welcome in. Nice to see you. How are you? Yeah, Missy, it was just a little old bitty dollar when it ain't no big deal. They didn't get to knock the big one off, so my mom's like, well, you can transfer them right there, but I'm leaving that one right there where it's at, in that pot. So I don't want it moved, but I've got on the ends of these out here, I've got 2 hollyhocks, but I think it's just one, so. Well, happy birthday, Miss Mayor's daughter. I am doing great. Our dinner was really good, but, Miss, it was really good. First time making lasagna, so I had to try. Sorry, I'm chewing a piece of gum to get the nasty garlic taste out of my mouth. I'm going to try to redo it. Next time I make it, I'm going to use the noodles that you boiled. These you just throw in the oven, and it didn't turn out right. Yeah, it was good. So, then me and my mom went to Walmart. I almost got thrown out of Walmart. If I probably would have if I'd have spoke to the manager of the automotive department. So, they had found some tires online for $74, and they told us they couldn't match that price. I said, y'all are supposed to be able to match what's online. Well, we don't have them in the store. And I said, he's like, well, you're welcome to go talk to the manager. I said, no, I'd get thrown out. And so the guy followed us, ran and opened the door for us, and then started following us around Walmart. No, no, no. I told my mom, I said, I will punch him out. I said, he don't need to pause. I said, I had to stop. We stopped. She said, just take a deep breath and ignore him. He's not there. So we stopped. I took a deep breath and just kept walking and ignored Pete and ignored him. Mama gets mean. My mama got mean. And she's like, look, y'all had these online for $74. She's like, well, man, we don't have them in the store. I said, then, she was getting irritable, and then getting phone calls from these other people and irritating her, and so yeah, she gets mad. She may be from Arkansas, but she gets mad. Well, Missy, I don't know if he was just coming in there to get something to eat, but we was at the meat department, and I happened to turn around, and he's right there. Kind of feral. I ain't feral, honey. I only belong to one person, and that's you, dear. Sorry. I ain't one of these cats out here. But no, I'm not going to, I would not. No, he uglier than the $2 bill. He changed my name to Warrior. May have to change it to something. So, no, ain't nobody going to pay me. I thought I'd knock them out today. Oh, no, they ain't doing that kind of crap. So, but yep. Yep, game over for him. So she done her shopping, and she's like, and then when she got her tires and seen the price, and I'm like, wait a minute. $84 a piece for the tires. Then they charged her $3 for pulling the tires off. $223. I said, shit. I'll wait till I can find some cheap. Find them online, and then I'll order them, and then I'll have them put them on. That's stupid. But when we lived in Oklahoma, and we went to go get the car that we had, a Nissan, they charged us for coming across state lines with the tires on that car. I'm like, what's a stupid mess? Oh, had a B12 shot today, and the Band-Aid stuck to my arm. Yuck. Well, I haven't named any of these. I had the one that I showed on the short the other day. I named it Cutie Pie, and I ain't seen it since then. Ain't seen it. I don't know if she's got her little black one there beside her, but something's black by her. So we just feed them outside because we can't have them in the house. We're not allowed to. If I could have a pet, I'd have a dog. Because we can't, he's allergic to cats. And not my mom's dog, but my sister's boyfriend's dog, female dog, is going to have puppies. So we had a miniature German Shepherd, and she was rotten as to the core, and I had a lab pit mix, and they were both spoiled. So, as they can be. I was going to wait and do this when I got to 300, but hell, that's here and there, you know. Oh, they do. My son's got 4, and he had one that just come up out of the blue from nowhere, and so he started taking him when he was able to drive a truck over the road. He'd take that dog with him, and then the dog started chewing up the hoses and stuff. He named him Rex, and he's pretty. He's a gorgeous dog. And then they've got 2 support dogs, and then they've got a husky dog. Their names is Rex, Jupiter, Clyde, and Diesel. And then they did have a cat. I think they named it. I forgot what their cat's name is. Yeah, okay. That's what Rex is. But he's a pretty dog. Very pretty dog. I mean, he's a service dog and everything. My son can sit outside and that dog will sit right there. Don't even want anything. But my son had back surgery and that dog was right there to take care of him and was watching him. So they get spoiled. We can go over there and they'll jump on me and give us hugs and everything. I'm like, you've seen us. I was talking to him last night on FaceTime and I said, where's the dogs at? Right over here sleeping. And then one of them heard my voice and he said, well, you woke that one up. All right. Good night, Sherry. Thank you for coming on. Enjoy your dinner, hon. But yeah, I don't know which one. I think Diesel heard my voice and he woke up. Jimmy's like, yeah, it's your Mimi talking. And then they just lay back down. So, no, I don't want to feed them tonight. Because they mean, oh, well, honey, you're welcome anytime. I don't have a mean bone in my body unless somebody just literally makes me mad. Well, we can't pet them. And it was good chatting with you too and nice to meet you. You have to be nice nowadays, eh? I don't like bullying. And so, yes, I do feed them. But Mama's not going to let me pet her. Because I want to pet her, but she won't let us. And the kittens, they just run up here and they won't let us pet them. Like I said, I don't know where the other two went to. Hope that nothing got them. I even got them some Temptations, and they don't even run up here for that like it shows on TV. But now there is an orange one, white one, orange and white one. I call it Tabby because of its pretty color. Come back, little birds. Now the birds are going to come out because it's getting cool out. So, had to go by Tractor Supply today to find some probiotics for the dogs, and they didn't have any. So Mom bought me a little deal of food, and I put it in the bird feeder out there. Now I know where I can buy it and be cheaper than Walmart in a bigger bag. It's like $10 for a 20-pound bag, so that ain't bad. So, but yep. The grandbaby's name is Lindsay Jane Morris. Let me see if I can. Let me go in here and see. Babe, come out here and fix this phone where she can be in the background. All right, Missy. Thank you for stepping in, hon. You have a good evening as well.
All right, press the button to the right, the arrow down. To the right, arrow down. Yep. See where it says green screen? Oh, yeah,
No.
your phone say green screen. No.
How the hell?
Right there. There. Yeah. See green screen? Yeah, green screen. Gotta touch something, I guess. You scroll it up. Keep going.
Well, let me. I'll figure it out later.
Don't seem to be working.
I'll figure it out later. I'll try to put a post a picture of her. She's so adorable.
Kitty, kitty.
Mama kitty. See what's laying next to
Hi,
her?
baby.
Her food's on the towel in the cabinet if you want to get it.
Nope.
Bring that food out here, feed these babies.
That's your job.
No, bring it out here. So,
Where is it?
underneath the where the dishes are at, over here on this end, right there, in the cabinet where the pans is. Oh my goodness.
All I say is temptation. You gotta take care of yourself. Leave your phone sitting out there. I'll leave it right back. Why is it so cloudy out there?
No deal yet on you turning. Come on, man. Well, is everybody still on here? Did they go home or they leave us? I fed them, so hopefully she'll come back. Well, I'll put it back on me for a few minutes. Ugh. Ignore my fat belly, I just ate some. No whiskey, I go home. Yep. I don't need no whiskey, it ain't good for me. Ugh. So. Yeah, they gave me a B12 shot, and I said, yeah, y'all can just give it. She said, either in the hip or in the arm. I said, well, you always done it in the arm. I said, I can't sit on my hip now as it is because it hurts. So, yeah, I cut my own hair, tried to, because I was tired of it, all the dead ends on it, so. Nothing. Laying in the grass. It'll wait for me to go in, and it'll come and eat with her kittens. So, well, I guess everyone has went to their own separate ways. And I'm going to say, have a blessed rest of your Friday evening. And I may come back tomorrow or Sunday. Depends. And y'all have, if I don't, everybody have a blessed weekend. I appreciate all of y'all that did come on. Miss Sherry, the mayor's daughter, Missy, my babe, Roger, Miss B. Everyone have a blessed evening. Hi, to Bark in Nature. Welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're well today, or this evening, I should say. I'm not sure where you're located, but thank you for stepping in. So that's nice, and you're welcome. Well, the kitty cat has moved out of the grass or out from underneath the fence. She's slowly making her way over here. Yep, she's laid down. Yep, there she is. She has laid herself down in the grass. I don't know where her two babies are. She's got four, so I don't know where they are. It's 6:25 here, so and it's pretty warm. I mean, it's supposed to get back up into the heat index. Supposed to be over in the low hundreds tomorrow. So I'll have to check your channel out, sweetheart. I didn't know tomorrow to Barca. I'll have to check your channel out. I think I would have came on your live, but I was so busy. I was busy being the daughter. Today I had to go to the doctor and then took my mom to Walmart, and she got mad at me because I wouldn't let her pick up a 24 pack of Dr. Pepper. And this Pepsi guy was standing there. He's like, "Which one do you need?" I said, "She needs the Dr. Pepper right there." And Mama's like, "And she needs the Dr. Pepper zero sugar." Hi. This is a drama-free, bullying-free channel. That's the way I'm going to keep. That's what I'm going to start saying when I first come on. No bullying, none of that stuff, because I don't like it. So, all right, dear, you run and go see Missy. Where are you going? Hope you ain't running too far. Aha, that ain't a nice word to say. Hi. Well, where are you going, dear? You're not going nowhere. I'm just messing with you. Jeez, get over yourself. Oh, that's okay, Miss B. We had homemade lasagna. So, all right, dear, you can leave. Love you. Kitty cat's still laying in the grass over there. Somebody please block this man. Dear, block that dude. Thank you. I may be a grandma, but I don't look like your grandma at all. Found out yesterday that an 85-year-old man sideswiped my 19-year-old daughter, and she was in her stepmom's car. But she's okay. But it totaled his truck. Yes, ma'am, it is. It's Southern Sweet Tea. Miss Grizzly, are you leaving, hon? Yeah, me too. My son told me that. I said, is she okay? He's like, yep. He said she was going to work, and this old man come off of the road, and she was doing 35, and he just hit her, but he's like, she's okay. But she was more scared that they call her stepmom mom, and that she wouldn't let her have wouldn't let her drive her car again. So, well, I don't put my mind is I have to boil mine because I don't like sun tea or nothing like that. And then I just let this boil for like 10 minutes, and I can't have it very strong. So, no, y'all are welcome to stay as long as y'all need to until y'all get ready to go. Miss B, I saw your post, and that is bad. Trying to run good people off of YouTube because they ain't got no sense. You know, if I had my dogs here, I would be putting them up every day. And if somebody had something to say, I'd tell them, look, they ain't your dogs. So it was horrible. It was bad. I seen it. It made me mad. Because Emma and Eli are beautiful dogs. Well, the kitty cat. Oh, I bet it was. Kitty cat is on the prowl. She she'll move a few inches and then she stops. I bet it was disturbing. Yep, it's making its way up here. Aw, yeah, it is. He's on hospice. Aw, that's sad. He's such a pretty dog, though. His color reminds me of chocolate. She was chocolate like that, and then I have a picture of her just before she got really bad. As her fur, it just the way it changed. She would just, it was bad. But don't take your channel down because of that. Because of that's we are stronger than that. We are all one community, and we will all stick behind you, Miss B. Oh my God. No, see, now that's going too far. Hi, Life with Wanda. Welcome. I'd have to, if some people are going to say that, I would have them, I would block them. Because you shouldn't say that about your dogs. I mean, I would not put up with that because our two dogs were our lives. They were our children. We are doing great, Miss Wanda. How are you doing? That's my baby sister's name, Miss Wanda. But yeah, that's just bull crap talking like that. Because people don't have no respect anymore. I read that and that just went right straight through me. I mean, I really did. Then, as me and my mom were coming out of Walmart getting ready to get in the car, I bet it did. But don't let it, I mean, that would hurt me too. If somebody said that about my dogs, I would tell them, look, you just mad because you ain't got no good looking dogs like we got. But anyways, we were coming out and I looked up and I seen this shadow or this cloud, and Yes, you do. I know that for a fact. I can tell every time you do a video, you love them dogs with all your heart. Yes. And it looked like it had an arm, and then there was a head, and then another arm, and then it had a cross right next to it. Told my mom, I said, look at it, Cloud. She said, well, it looks like it has a mustache. I said, no. I said, it's not. I said, look at it again. I said, see the cross next to it? And it had its arms out, and it's like just standing like there. It was like God was watching over us. That's the second time I've seen a cloud shaped like that. Really, it is. And it really, really, that's, you know. But come here, Mama. Come here, Mama Kitty. She says, I'm going to sleep. But yeah, there ain't no need in people talking like that. I don't believe in that crap. But come here, Mama Kitty. Where's your babies? Where's your kittens at, Mama? Mama Kitty. I just call her Mama Kitty because she won't answer nothing else. I don't know where her two babies, she had four. I don't know where they're at. So, hope nothing got them. So, one's a solid black and the other one looks just like her. So, I mean, she's a pretty cat, but I just rather them stay outside. There she is. That's Mama Cat. Well, thank you, Miss B. But you give Eli and Emma the biggest hugs from us because we really care for animals. Yeah, she's a pretty cat, but as I've seen people, mistreat a dog. This lady had her dog in Walmart, and they were trying to tell her that she couldn't have it in there, but it was just a little dog and it had a service vest on. And they tried to tell her she couldn't have it in there. Yeah, I'm afraid so. Yes, we do. We appreciate everybody. So, well, I figured the kittens would be hopefully nothing's gotten them because that'll break my heart because they were cute. We were sitting out here the other day and one of them hunkered up and looked over the porch or the step like, are y'all going to feed me? I don't know where they're at. So. And they are people does have dogs over on the other side. But hopefully they kept them put up. So. Oh, wow, Miss Grizzly, that's a lot. I was at $2.99, then I dropped back down to $2.96. So I was going to do this when I reached 300. I couldn't do it. And I was hoping to go see the baby day, but my mom's car was more important, trying to because she didn't need to drive on a donut. So, and y'all just pray for my mom. I promised her I wouldn't say nothing, but she had a spot come up on her shoulder or on her arm, forearm up here, whatever you want to call it. And her doctor told her that it might be skin cancer, but I don't think it is because my doctor just called it something. So, yeah, tried to, she touched it. She said no. She said if he wants to burn it off, then let him, but I'm not telling the rest of my other siblings, because she asked me not to. So She's 83 years old and just still goes. But her knees won't let her hardly do anything anymore, so she's got to go have another shot put in her knee. So the hot weather is here to stay, you think? It ain't going anywhere. It's still August. And then next month, he's got to go see the cardiologist and the foot doctor. And then I've got to go to see a neurosurgeon, but I ain't worried about me. I worry about him more than I do myself. Because to me, that's the way it should be. Well, Miss B, when school started back in 2023, we were sitting here and she had fell. She worked at the school in the cafeteria, and she had fell. And next thing I know, I'm getting a phone call from her boss at work, and I said, and it had Mom on the phone on my showed up, and I said, "Hello." She's like, "Miss Norman?" I said, "Yes, it is." She's like, "Need you to get to the school now." I said, "What's wrong?" She's like, "Miss Blow's okay. She fell." Said may have broke her shoulder, but she busted her nose up really, or her eye really bad. So I'm throwing clothes off through the house, and I'm like, "You need to get up. We got to go." We left here and was in K-City in less than 10 minutes. They helped us load her in the back in her car. We took her to Batesville to the hospital, and she had her eye fixed, and they put a sling on her arm. And in January 2024, she had shoulder surgery, and it's still giving her a fit. So, right. But they told her she wasn't ready. She didn't really need a knee surgery, so we're trying to hold off on that one. And then she's got to have one put in her hip because, I mean, she is, she, like I said, she's 83 years old, and I don't know. I love my mama to death, and, do anything for her, but when you hurt her, yeah, she's been through it. She worked 30-something years in a nursing home. Not in the same one, but why me and my son and my daughter and now my granddaughter is all uh, with CNAs. My granddaughter's 19 and she's a CNA now, so it runs in our family. Hi, Kiara. Yep. My dad, he's been gone for almost 7 years now, so still miss him. It hurts, but, we can't bring them back, so. I mean, we really can't. I miss my dad. Raymond's lost his mom just before we got together. So, and it's rough. I mean, we can come outside and sit and talk to them. People think you're crazy, but no. You can actually. I sit out here all the time. When I come outside, I'll talk to them. So, I ain't crazy. Well, now Mama Cat's turned the other way. Mama Kitty, you gonna come eat? Huh? Don't close your eyeballs at me. She's acting like she's asleep, and she ain't. She ain't asleep. Right. I mean, my kids are grown. You know, they got grandkids, they got kids of their own. So, Miss B, I do too. But I know he answers prayers. He really does. People think, oh, you just dumb. You know, there ain't no such thing as God. But you know what? There ain't no such thing as God. There wouldn't be no earth. And we wouldn't be on this earth. And they wouldn't be animals. Because when he came in twos, we got two doves. You got a male and female cat and a male and female of everything. So if it wasn't for him, nothing would be even existed. Yep. And here, I want to say about a year ago or so, I was we were in the house and he was in the living room. I do too. I was sitting in the living room and heard somebody knock on the front door. Heard a knock at the front door. No one was there. So I went back there and asked him, I said, did you knock on the wall? He said, no. And I said, well, somebody just knocked on the door. Yes, ma'am, we are his children. And I said, so I went back to the back door. Nobody was here. Waited about 2 or 3 hours later and done it again. Okay, why is there's not nobody here? And later on that evening, we sat down to eat, and there was a little girl showed up at our front door. She says, do y'all have any kids? I said, no. And Rick said, or Raymond said, there's a little girl at the door. I said, can I help you? She said, do y'all have any little kids? I said, no, ma'am, we don't. I said, sorry, my kids are grown up. She was looking for little kids to play with. And then 3 or 4 days later, across the fence over there, they had 2 horses that was out there. And I looked out the window, and I ran out the back door when I saw her 2 little brothers, still in diapers, over there in the horse fence, over there with their 2 horses. And I'm like, we got to find these kids as parents. So I went down the road, and I knocked on this one door, and I said, ma'am, do you got 2 little boys? She's like, I got 2 grandchildren. I said, no, I brought them home. I got them to here. And I told Otis when I said, you need to come with me and show me where you live. Well, he tried to take me next door. I said, you don't live there, hon. I said, where do you live? He said, I don't want to go home. I said, no, you've got to go home. I said, you can't be out here because I don't know if those horses would have hurt him or whatever, you know. So he took me where he lived at, and his grandma come out. She's like, I am so sorry. I had to bribe that child with a push-up to go home. Yeah, he bribed him with the popsicle to get him away from the horses. So I took him home, and I told him, I said, I'm so glad that they didn't get hurt because that's a private property, and they should not have been, they should have been watched. She said, well, I was in the bathroom in their mom and dad's sleep. Well, you know what? Yeah, they were 2 and 3. They sure was. I said, y'all need to keep your children. I wanted to tell her, but I didn't say nothing. I said, she's like, I appreciate you bringing them home. I said, well, I didn't want to see them get hurt. But the oldest one, because he was trying to climb underneath the fence, had scratches from the barbed wire. She's like, we'll take care of them. So, yeah, they were cut up. They sure was. Are you cleaning yourself, Mama Kitty? She's over there cleaning herself now. I guess she thinks she's dirty. But, yeah, I don't want to see children get hurt, and I don't like to see them get abused. So, hi, Run, Jack of all trades. Welcome in. So, happy Friday to you as well. That's almost over with. It's almost 7 o'clock here. So, just 2 more likes, and we'll have 20. But I'm not worried about that. I'm talking to good people and watching this kitty cat. All right, get your paw, Chad. It was nice talking with you, hon, too. Hi, Frank. Welcome in. Just don't let. Hi, Miss Susie B. Just don't let nobody bully you, Miss B. Please. I had to come beat them up. Y'all want to see the kitty cat? She's trying to make her way over here to my porch to eat her dinner, and she ain't done it yet. So, but Miss B, please don't take your channel down because of people's nonsense. I will. They will make me so mad because them dogs don't deserve that. I mean, they have feelings just like human beings. So don't let them do that to you. Yes, we do. We know he loves watching you and looking at Emma and Eli. She was so cute the other day. Everyone sub to Miss B's channel and Miss Susie B's channel. They're just so sweet. Thank you, Jack of all trades. Well, we might kind of get in trouble if we did that. Well, thank you, Miss Susie B. I tried to be. Now, last week, if you'd have said that, I'd have told you that. But thanks to Raymond saving me again, I'm not. I'm back to my happy, cheery self. Miss Susie B, I got a new great granddaughter. Yes, ma'am. She was born August the 13th at 9:30 at night. Yeah, Frank, if he legalizes it, you never know what we might can do. They never know what it was. Her name is Lindsay Jane Morris. That's what they named her. And then I got another one coming in. Well, my daughter-in-law's got her first grandbaby coming in October, and her name's going to be Jade Elizabeth. And they're pretty. I've got pictures of her. She's a pretty baby. She's a gorgeous little girl. But I'm going to try to fix it where I can put her picture on the background tomorrow or next time I do a live. That way y'all can see her. Mommy Kitty, what you doing? Huh? Are you cleaning? Where's your babies? You look sad, Mama Kitty. They're not under there. Yeah, but that belongs to someone else. I don't know who that belongs to, and I'm hearing creepy sound. Yeah, that's what I say. LOL. Sound like Stomping through the. No, I don't. They been around cigarette smoke all my whole life, and then they just gonna now tell me I'm allergic to smoke. So, how stupid. Sound like something was crunching the leaves in the ground back there. I don't know where it come from. It was Bigfoot. Oh no, you better come save me. It's gonna get me. Ha ha ha, very funny, dear. I hope it wasn't Bigfoot back there. So, don't you lock the door on me out here. I'll bust it in. You better not lock me outside. I'll beat the door in until you unlock it. See how mean he's being to me? And I've been nice to him. Yeah, they do. This is ornery. No, she'll wait for me to go in, then she'll come up here and eat. Is it really? Hmm. I named this one Kitty, Mama Kitty. Kitty Mama. She's got 4 babies, but I don't know where they're at now. Yeah, I do too. I bet he would too. Now he'd come out here. No, she fixing to try to catch this pigeon or this dove. Yep, she was gonna try to catch it. Yeah, they probably are trying to stay cool because it got warm today, so. You can't eat that. That's not for cats. She's gonna try to eat the bird feed. But she can't get to it because it's locked up. Kitty, you're a kitty. Come here, baby. Yep, she gonna sneak around. Come on, kitty mama. Come eat. And the truck scared her. Well, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here and go in here and take. No, the truck did. She'll be back. Come here, baby. Come here, kitty, kitty. You're so pretty. Can I pet you? No? All right. I'm gonna get off of here, everyone. Thanks for stepping in, coming in. I appreciate it. And you all have a great. Nope, she's coming back. Bye, Miss Susie. I made homemade lasagna tonight. She's eating now, so. Hi, pretty girl. Well, I'm gonna get over here and let her finish eating her lunch or her food, and I will talk to y'all later. Lots loves and kisses to everyone. Ha ha, very funny, dear. You eat it. I see y'all. Thanks for everybody. I appreciate everyone for stepping in. Yep, he is. Thanks everyone for stepping in and supporting my channel. And we'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.